Good afternoon, my fellow T-Wolves. Mr. Quinton here. Wanted to make sure y'all got a jump on being able to know what we were doing for today. I'm going to go ahead and share that with you now, just in case you were unable to connect or you had any lingering questions or were having connectivity issues. Or if you were third period and Mr. Quinton accidentally ended the meeting a few minutes early instead of ending the breakout rooms. Good call, Mr. Quinton. All right, so let's pretend that you are second period. You're going to go to your courses, select your proper period. In this example, we'll use second period. You know what? No, we're going to go ahead and use eighth period. We'll pretend this is eighth period. You'll go to your quarter one. You will then go to week of September 14th through 18th. You will notice that it was getting a lot of links there, so I cleaned it up and added some folders, all right, per day. So we will go to Friday, the 18th. You are going to do your geography pre-test first. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a pre-test. Okay, it is a pre-test. It is not for points. All right, you will see here that you do have instructions for it. The instructions are to answer the questions. If you do not know the answer, please put "I don't know" in the blanks. Take your time and think about questions before answering and submitting. This is not for a grade, so do not be discouraged. Again, I cannot stress this enough, not for a grade. It is fill in the blank. You do only get one time. This should take about 10 minutes. That's all you need to spend on it. That's all the time we spent on it in class. So if after 10 minutes you're good, then that's fine. Just stop wherever you are. Please don't just rush through it and fill "I don't know" out. That's not going to help us. This is to make sure that we have everything set up for you so we know we're teaching you the right stuff, okay? So take your time and look through it. They are mainly fill in the blank, but don't worry about if you get it wrong because of spelling or anything like that. This is, again, just designed to see that we know, that we can see what you might already know, and too many multiple choice questions might leave us wondering if people are guessing or not, okay? So don't worry about spelling. If you end up getting it wrong because you got it spelled wrong, no big deal, because it's not for points. When you are done, you will be able to see the correct answer so that you have a copy of notes that you'll be able to use and study from for when we take a real test. Okay, the questions obviously won't be the same, but you'll be able to at least have things to study for so that you can have an idea of what we'll be looking for when we do take a real test. Just so you know, that is what this is for. So please make sure that you submit this pretest, okay? It is due today. The other thing that we have going on are, for our two things that we're doing today, are the Bill of Rights, okay? So you have a Bill of Rights assignment. We have been doing Celebrate Freedom Week. Yesterday was Constitution Day. We finished our Liberty Kids video yesterday, as you may or may not know, depending on if you were in class yesterday or not. So make sure that your dark blue bubble is over assignment, and then you will see that there is an attachment. When you click on that attachment for the Bill of Rights notes, it's going to show you the Bill of Rights. These are the first 10 amendments of the United States, and this is designed to give you a quick rundown of what they are. So, for example, the First Amendment gives us the right to have the freedom of speech, religion, press, which is the news media. So that's anything news related, newspapers, magazines, television stations that have news broadcasts, actual cable news networks like CNN, perhaps what you might see on the internet. For those of us, when we were watching CNN 10 back on Wednesday, that's the news. And we are guaranteed the right to have that. We have the right to gather together, which is like getting together in large groups to petition the government and protest. So that's what these are for. They run through and talk about all of the different things. So, for example, like the Fifth Amendment protects us from double jeopardy. So that means you can't be tried for the same crime twice. You also have the right to remain silent. Don't rat on yourself. You don't have to tell on yourself. People cannot be made to testify against themselves. That's just another one of the really important ones. You can see that we have no cruel and unusual punishments or fines. You can see that there might be rights not necessarily listed in the Constitution that we have, and If it's not in the Constitution specifically, the states get to decide how that how things will be worked, not the federal government. So you're going to take these notes that have the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, and you will use them to do your assignment, which are these scenarios. And you'll see here that the directions are to read the hypothetical situations and decide whether each one has a violation. Again, decide which amendment, if any, is being violated and how you would fix the situation if needed. Note, it is possible that no right is being violated. Okay. Now, I would like for you to choose at least three. You can do more if you want, but at least three of these scenarios to determine if a right is being violated or not. If you decide that it has been, if any right has been violated, tell me which amendment you think it is. And the word amendment is right here in the directions, just in case you need to see it. I am not super concerned about spelling. And then how you would fix it. Now, if you happen to choose the wrong amendment, don't worry. I'm more concerned that you're looking at these and that you're actually trying to figure things out and that you're working on doing the things that I'm asking you to do and turning it in. Okay. So if we did the first one here, a 20-year-old college student starts his own newspaper, which often prints articles making fun of the local mayor. The mayor is angry and gets his aides to take the papers off the stand before they can be distributed. So if we go back and look at our Bill of Rights, we can see here that the First Amendment says that they have the freedom of speech, religion, the press, which is the news media, to gather together to petition and protest, right? Well, newspaper definitely counts as news media. So I would then say that the First Amendment, the First Amendment was violated. I would force the mayor to allow publication of the newspaper. Okay, pretty simple. And you're going to do any three of these that you want. There are 10 to choose from. You can do 1, 2, and 3. You could do 7, 8, and 9. You can do 1, 2, and 6, 3, 5, 7, however you like it, just as long as you do at least three. And you will need to do at least those three and then submit. Okay. You do not have to necessarily worry about your name because you will be submitting this through your own Schoology, but you can put your name in there if you like. All right. I hope you have a great weekend. Make sure this gets submitted by 11:59 p.m. today, and you have an absolutely amazing weekend. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. You can send me a note in Schoology or an email. All right. Thank you so very much, and you have a wonderful, wonderful day.